What if one choice could change the entire world forever? One choice turned paradise into pain. One act of disobedience fractured perfection, and the world was never the same again. This is the story of the fall of man. Before sin, before sorrow, before death, God planted a garden called Eden, a place of perfect life and peace. Rivers flowed through the land, nourishing everything they touched. Every tree was pleasing to the eye and good for food. Eden revealed the heart of God, generous, abundant, and good. And God walked among his creation. From the dust of the ground, God formed the first man. He breathed his own breath into him, and the man became a living being. God placed him in the garden to work it and care for it, showing that purpose and responsibility were part of humanity from the very beginning. Yet even in paradise, God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone." From the man's side, God created the woman. Together, they stood in perfect harmony, unashamed, united, and whole. Relationship was God's design, meant to be cherished and protected. God gave them freedom, permission to enjoy every tree in the garden except one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. One command, one boundary, a choice that required trust. But the serpent entered the garden with deception. Twisting God's words, he sowed doubt where trust once stood. The woman listened. The man followed, and they ate what God had forbidden. In that moment, innocence shattered. Their eyes were opened not to wisdom, but to shame. Fear replaced peace, and they hid from the God who once walked with them freely. When God confronted them, judgment fell. The serpent was cursed above all creatures, condemned to crawl on its belly and eat dust all the days of its life. God declared hostility between the serpent and the woman, between their offspring. The serpent would strike the heel, but the woman's seed would crush the serpent's head. Even in judgment, God spoke hope. The woman was told that pain would now accompany childbirth. The man was told the ground itself was cursed, and food would come only through painful toil until he returned to dust. Sin had broken creation. Death had entered the world. God clothed them, covering their shame, and then sent them out of the Garden of Eden to guard the tree of life. He placed cherubim and a flaming sword at the garden's entrance. Paradise was lost not because God stopped loving humanity, but because choices carry consequences. And yet, even as Eden closed, a promise remained. This is the story of how perfection was broken by one decision, and it leaves us with the same question today. When given a choice, will we trust God or choose our own way?